So a few days ago, we saw a game from the Dallas Wings versus the Washington Mystics where we saw Paige Bueckers throw the ball out of bounds and it be given as a turnover to Grace Berger. And we've seen a load of things. Like, a lot of people have been calling it out. And this is one of those things that's been happening throughout the year. And everyone was like, you know what? It doesn't really matter what's happening. It doesn't really matter who they're giving turnovers to. Like, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't make any difference. But it's a conversation that people have been having from the start of the year. People have been saying, you know what, like, Paige's turnovers aren't properly being attributed, all of this type of stuff. And I just saw this clip right here. And by the way, I don't know how many can be called as Paige turnovers and Paige individual turnovers, because she did end the game on one turnover, and that was a blatant turnover. But let's take a look at this clip right here.
Red, Paige Bueckers, one turnover. There's one. Let's count them. It's got to be two.
Yeah, that ball landed in the Mystics' hands. That was given as a Louisa Geisel-Suter turnover. I'm pretty sure this was given as a Geisel-Suter turnover.
Two. 5, 4, 3, 2.
That hit the rim.
Should have been a shot.
No, I'm gonna give her props now. That ball hit the rim.
2.
Oh, maybe it didn't. Either way, it's a team turnover.
Should have been a shot clock violation.
You blew the best pass of Grace Berger's career, Paige. Come on, you blew the GOAT. Or was that
clock
Jones?
Violation?
No, that was the GOAT through the pass.
That's not a turnover, just a blown layup.
That is not her turnover. But I've seen Caitlin Clark be called for those turnovers. I've seen people being called for that. That is not her turnover there.
Blown layup.
But she just missed that ball. But most of the time, the league does call the turnover on the passer.
It's like another turnover. This one they call foul on. Nobody fouled anybody. And they called a foul on this one. Wonder why.
Like, the reality is that, like, in that game, Paige Bueckers had committed 5 turnovers. She's down the stat sheet as 1. And it's just one of those things where it's like, does it matter? No, like, players are going to commit turnovers in games. But it is something that has been, this is the time where it's completely egregious, like some of the calls, some of the things that are going in her favor, where it's like, any advantage that there is from the referees, from the stat keepers towards Paige Bueckers is given to Paige Bueckers. And I don't hate it, but it's like, we have literally seen Caitlin Clark be called for a turnover, missed shot, and got blocked and stolen in the same action. She got swatted or stripped or something while trying to shoot the ball, and it was given as a turnover, missed shot, and steal and block for her opponent. We've seen Caitlin Clark throw the ball to Kelsey Mitchell on a break, and Kelsey Mitchell decided she wanted to let the ball bounce 2 or 3 times before catching it so that she could catch it, and then just fumble the ball out of bounds and be given as a Caitlin Clark turnover. Like, we've seen that happen. We've seen the stat sheet, and this is why I'm so against box score watchers. Because if you look at the box score of this game, you see 5 of 9, 2 of 2. And by the way, I'm not saying Paige has not been really good. I'm saying she was complete and utter garbage in the second half against the Washington Mystics. You're seeing 5 and 9 from the field, 50% from 3, 5-5 in the free throw line, 17 points on 9 field goal on 9 shots, 3 assists, 1 turnover. You're like, this is a serious game. She was fucking garbage. Like, Sonia Citron 7 of 10. In fairness, she was stupidly efficient as well, as was Kiki Iriafen. But, like, it's one of those things where this is more a video where I'm calling out box score watching. Because it's funny when people are talking about efficiency. I'm still out here hearing people quote being like, look, Paige is this, but she's the only player who scored this amount of points on this shooting percentage. And I'm like, she's shooting like bang on league average true shooting percentage. which again is bang on league average. Like, of all the like high tier scorers that shoot the ball more than she does, I'm pretty sure like Enrique is one of the only players in the WNBA who has a lower true shooting percentage than her, that shoots the ball as much as Paige does. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, box score watching is something that is like takes away all this context, that literally the scorekeepers, the home scorekeepers are going to give the turnovers to other players, which is the thing where it's like, if you guys haven't seen the like Michael Jordan Defensive Player of the Year, where it's like, or the Jaren Jackson Jr. one, where it's like his stats home versus stats away, and like some of the stuff that they call. And it's clearly there are a lot of situations where it's like benefit of the doubt is given. And I don't even hate benefit of doubt being given to a star player in these scenarios. It's not the end of the world if a star player gets the benefit of the doubt. It's not. It's just, there's another star player who doesn't get the benefit of the doubt, and fans use the not benefit of the doubt in the box score against her. Because, like, again, people are like, oh, the 10 turnovers. And in fairness, Caitlin, when she talked about 10 turnovers, only talked to the 10 turnovers in her debut. Did not talk about the 10 turnovers in the New York game, because, again, that 10 turnover was literally a blocked shot that got called a blocked shot and a turnover at the same time. Somehow she got credited with a missed shot and a turnover. And, like, you've now got like people being like, all the stats, oh, she's the only player with multiple 10 turnover games in the WNBA. And I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, if you can miss a shot, if you can get called for a turnover for a missed shot, it's going to happen. And that's the thing, it's just when it comes to pure box score watching. Like, even with Paige, if you look at these turnovers, like by the way, Paige literally turns over the ball on 50% of blitzes. Like, anytime she gets blitzed, like you can see in these scenarios here, when they hard hedge her on screen, she does not throw good passes. There's no one that went anywhere near. And these scenarios, when she gets blitzed, she steps backwards and just throws the ball. Is there a problem with players coming into the short roll? Yeah. But anytime Paige Bueckers gets blitzed, she retreats. She retreats anytime she gets blitzed. And look, this is not a big issue. And again, I am not saying Paige Bueckers is a bad player. Paige Bueckers is a hell of a player. But you've got people saying she's all WNBA first team. If you have Paige Bueckers as a guard, let's be real, they're going to bring 4 guards. The all WNBA teams, I'm just going to count off the top of my head. Even with injury, Stewie's going to be on one of them. So just the guarantees. Fee, Aja, Sabrina, Alicia Gray, Kelsey Plum, Kayla McBride, one of Neko Wumake. Who else is there that's on top seed? Possibly Bree Jones. Honestly, possibly Bree Jones. Who are the top? Stewie. Jesus, I forgot Stewie. The Mercury. Satu. I think Satu's a myth, but like Satu's putting up similar efficiency. Sorry, Satu is a person who shoots more than Paige and has less efficiency than Paige. The Mercury are much better. So yeah, it's a thing, and it's like people literally lying about Paige Bueckers' defense as well. Paige Bueckers is a garbage defender. Like, she genuinely is not garbage. She's slightly below average. Like, Caitlin's a better defender than Paige. She is a bang average defender. And I'm saying this as well about the line about stats, even though I know good and well Paige Bueckers is going to fucking drop 30 points tonight. Anytime I make these type of videos, she goes and drops 30. So I know that. I'm saying it right now. I know Paige is going to drop 30. But it's like, and Kelsey Mitchell. Geez, did I forget Kelsey Mitchell in all WNBA and Aaliyah Boston in all WNBA conversations? But like, Paige has been about the 16th, 17th best player in the WNBA this season as a rookie, which is incredible, by the way. Which is absolutely incredible. Like, she's going to win unanimous rookie of the year over a player who's probably been the 20th best player in the WNBA in Sonia Citron, but has been much more clutch. She's going to win unanimous rookie of the year, and she's going to make the all WNBA team over one of Aaliyah Boston, Kayla McBride, or maybe even Kelsey Mitchell.